It's Friday, September 20th, 2024, and I didn't think I was going to be podcasting today, but I've got breaking news, and when there's breaking news, I've got to do my job and get that out to you. One of the other things I have to do that's part of my job is to recognize our sponsors, Griner Auto Body of Washington, Iowa, using state-of-the-art techniques and decades of experience to get your car back on the road after an accident. Car Doctor of Washington, Iowa, no matter who Frankensteined it, they can fix and clean and customize it. McDonald Boneyard of Keota, Iowa, for all of your farm equipment and auto recycling needs. Hinshaw Trailer Sales of Richland, Iowa. You need a trailer? They've got your trailer, and they fix what they sell and don't in their full-time repair shop. Girling Repair of Winfield, Iowa. If your mower is dead, call Fred, your Husqvarna, Aaron's, and Gravely dealer. B&B Propane and the family of Jet Stops. And Blue Dog Lawn Care of Wayland, Iowa, for all of your residential and commercial lawn care needs. And when that snow starts flying, they'll remove that for you as well. They all present Southeast Iowa today. I'm John Bain, author of Christie's Journey, The Beat Goes On, and your host. And I want to just tell you, and I've got it on paper so I don't forget a thing, so forgive me for having to read this, but unlike our president, I don't have a teleprompter. On Tuesday, September 17th, the Henry County Planning and Zoning Commission met for a public hearing concerning the alternative energy ordinance for Henry County. Many members of the public spoke in opposition and in favor of the proposed project. I was there, and if you look back on this platform, you can see the entire meeting. Once the public hearing portion of the meeting concluded, the Planning and Zoning Commission needed to vote if they wanted to repeal certain sections of the existing ordinance and replace it with the ordinance language that the Planning and Zoning Administrator said he had compiled from the Board of Supervisors' suggestions. Joe Buffington, the Planning and Zoning Administrator, said, and I quote, "This is a base for the Commission to start from, and they are welcome to change that any way they like or not change it at all. This is up to the Commission. What they have will be recommendations to the supervisors. Once the supervisors receive this, they will decide if they accept the recommendations, and they will have public hearings about it," unquote. The commission received a standalone ordinance from a citizen group called Henry County Watchmen LLC, which they wanted to consider as part of their recommendations. Joe Buffington suggested that because this document had not been made available to the public, that should be done before proceeding. The commission agreed to do that and to schedule a meeting for Wednesday, September 25th. Please watch the video here to see the comments and listen at the end of this video, of the video that I'm going to show you, for what has happened since this meeting took place. Let's get right to it.
Motion to go out to public hearing, then.
Anybody want to make a motion to one? Get a second, all in favor of? Aye. Aye.
We're out of public hearing. Commission has a document from the Board of Supervisors, with their thoughts, as to the changes that they were looking to see in the ordinance going forward. That's based.
Better get the mic, I can't hear you.
The board has a copy, this was what was posted online, the document the supervisors put together with their recommendations for how they'd like to see the ordinance put together. This is the base for the commission to start from. They're welcome to change that in any way they'd like, or not change it at all. It's up to the commission to go through that and make their recommendations. What they have will be a recommendation to the board of supervisors. It's up to the supervisors whether they or not they take that recommendation, and then they'll have their own public hearing once they receive receive that recommendation.
Do we need to go through each section of this?
It's totally up to the commission as to how they approach that document. Well, I don't wanna try to set, I don't wanna fix it and put it back.
I'm saying that I wanna repeal and replace Title VI chapter.
Can you use the microphone, please?
Speaking out here.
Can you hear me now?
No.
How about now? Okay, can we hear now? Okay. I'm Jim Nickey. If you've known from the January meetings, my name is on a lot of the things in favor of RWE. I have learned a lot since that point in time. I am no longer in favor of them. So my motion is that we take out Title VI, Chapter 2, 11, 2 through 6, and with a standalone ordinance that the watchman provided, that they had their legal team draw up. For me, that's what I want to put in there. I was told that we cannot just say no. I don't know why, I was never given a good reason why we just can't say we don't want a county in this, or RWE in here. There is nothing stopping any individual landowner from going out, buying his own turbine and putting it on his ground. He can buy one 800-foot tall with 300-foot blades on it, and we can't stop it. But that's his, it's not a commercial one. And we're trying to put a commercial one in ag land that was not, to me, it shouldn't be there. So to go back to read, hopefully I can say this so it makes sense. I do want to repeal Title VI, Chapter 2, Section 11, 2 through 6. Take that out and put in what the watchmen, their legal team put in. We do not have time to go through all of that tonight, so that is my motion, that's how I want to handle it.
So your motion is to not approve what supervisors have drawn up?
Correct. And we can make that separate if I just say I don't want to approve it, I'm good with that.
Are you looking at proposing something? Just nothing, or just repeating all that? I mean, is this a adjusted thing that we did years ago?
That's the adjustment what we did years ago. I believe your motion was to repeal that and replace it with some other
With
document.
the legal document that, well, not, the document that the watchman sent all of us, that would replace these rules. So if you want to do that separate, I'm fine with it, but I will not vote for, accepting these what the supervisor gave us.
So, do you want to make a motion right now to not accept this at all? Correct. What the board of supervisors
Yes.
Any seconds to that?
I just want to clarify, I think the motion, right, your motion was to repeal the existing ordinance and replace it with some document that you received.
That was my original motion.
That's still a motion here.
The chair just asked me if you only wanted to not approve what the supervisors gave us. So, for this motion, I do not accept what the supervisors gave us. I want to do something different.
We have a second.
I'll second that.
All in vote? Say aye.
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 Kim, I could.
Votes accounted for how many, please?
What?
Votes accounted for how many? 4? Are there 4 votes? Thank you.
Yes, they did. I hope to find it momentarily.
Jim, if this is a document that hadn't been presented to the public, I assume it should
We
be.
need a mic, please.
This document apparently has been provided to the commission, and it hasn't been provided to the public, there has been no public. If we're gonna discuss this document, I would suggest that we table this so that we can publish this document, so the public has time to go through it and see what it says. And we can come back for a work session for the discussion after the public has the time to.
If we can pass it, that's our choice then. Is that correct?
I mean, you can recommend it, but it's a document that no one has seen, and no one knows what's in it. For transparency, I suggest that we have some mechanism to let public.
Sounds like what happened to me in January.
You can make the motion, it's up to the, he makes the motion, it's up to the commission.
I will make the motion that we will use the Henry County Watchman LLC, the articles that they gave. I will make a motion so that we use the Watchman from Henry County, excuse me, the Henry County Watchman LLC. I will move that we make that the rules for the wind energy to come into Henry County.
Anybody want a second on that? Anybody for a second motion?
Can we do that, or do we have to table it and give the public time to read it?
You want to weigh in on that question?
I mean, can we pass or do that, or do we need to give the public time to read it?
My recommendation would be that you give the public time
I didn't get a second, so go ahead.
I'd like to make a motion that, we give them time to review it, it is presented to the public.
I will second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
Do we wanna set a time specific, to come back and address this?
Yeah.
If I could do a motion, when you guys wanna come back and address this after, chance to put it out to the public. Well. It doesn't require a second public hearing, there is no specific time. I would publish it on the website, and have, and if I can get a copy from someone, I will, have it available in my office also for anybody who wants to read it and have it online. No, it was not mailed to me. Apparently it was just mailed to the commission. So, your first motion was to accept, was to use this document, correct? At that time,
Yes,
that
but I
document
didn't
failed
Get
second.
a second.
So we're looking for a date to, maybe Barb will be here too. I'd like it to be on a Wednesday if possible.
Can someone repeat the motion, just so we know what was said?
What?
Can you repeat what the motion was that you, did you pass the motion or your,
The last motion was passed. It was a motion to table the discussion until the public has had time to read this proposed document.
okay, thank you.
So are we trying to pick a date?
I think he was trying to pick a date to come back.
Wednesdays work good for me, Joe. I got games on. I'm busy.
Yes, sir. Wednesday works for me.
No, I don't think that's enough.
I would say at least a week.
So that'd be the 25th.
The 25th, do you want to reconvene on the 25th?
This month?
Yeah, a week from tomorrow.
I can do it then after that. I'm in combine.
So, you want to make that a motion for next Wednesday at 6 p.m.?
Anybody want to make a motion to meet, next Wednesday at 6 o'clock?
I'll make a motion with next
Any
one.
second on that? All in favor?
Aye.
You'll get hold of Barb, correct, Jim?
Excuse me?
You'll get hold of Barb?
Yes, I will let Barb know.
Here?
Yeah, we'll do it here again. So we have a motion to table this until 6 p.m. Wednesday the 25th. And that will be for their discussion of this new document.
Make a motion.
If they choose to adopt the document or make changes, then will there be public hearings following that? Or how will that process, what's the process after that? Or you can move to adopt at that time?
If there's a recommendation, we go to the Board of Supervisors and they would hold a public hearing.
Okay. Thank you.
I'm not positive. I will have to do some research into that. And I'll let the commission know. I know for sure how we're gonna handle that.
today was a public hearing for the current document that existed. If we're voting on a new document, we're not gonna have a public hearing to address the new document. Here, we have to wait until it goes to the Board of Supervisors.
I'm going to do some research and find out where we stand on
Okay.
that.
Understand. Okay.
I have not had that come up before, so before I say anything, I wanna make sure I know what I'm talking about.
Understand, thank you.
What we rejected was what the Board of Supervisors proposed earlier. And basically, see what the next proposal is. See if we agree on that one, if not, we'll move on from there.
Okay, thank you, sir.
It's in that show. Anything on this other matter?
I don't have anything else on the
Okay.
agenda.
We have any other business?
Not that I'm.
Okay, we will make a motion to adjourn for tonight? Second? Third? All in favor? Aye. Thank you for coming, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, gentlemen. Appreciate it.
There's the video, and as I said earlier, it is now Friday, September 20th, 2024, and the document that the Henry County Watchman LLC provided as a proposed ordinance has not been made available on the County Planning and Zoning website. Also, due to the Planning and Zoning Administrator being out of the office on Thursday, just yesterday, the 19th, the Board of Supervisors were unable to discuss the Tuesday meeting happenings. Isn't that convenient, folks? It was also decided by the Planning and Zoning Administrator and the Assistant County Attorney that the Planning and Zoning meeting scheduled for September 25th must be canceled until further notice. Obviously, this is a developing story. Stay vigilant, stay tuned, and stay friendly, Southeast Iowa.